Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Trybe of Judah. Fam, I am so sorry. This quarantine period it hit me hard, yo. It hits me hard. But hopefully from now on you would be receiving more beautiful content like this. So today is story time. Yes. So first of all, grab your popcorn. Sorry, I'm being a bit dramatic. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink, cross your leg, cause this gist is gonna be it's gonna be hot, okay? Part of the reasons why I have not been able to film in a long while was because I struggled with this particular video, but I think I am now at a place where I can finally share it. It's a personal experience that I couldn't just bring myself to tell the story, because I don't just know, for some odd reason it brought back so many emotions that it just brought back so many emotions that I had not dealt with. So I'm going to be giving you the gist of how I got suspended. Yes, in university, not even in secondary school, university, I got suspended, y'all. Okay, so before we even get right to the gist, if you have not joined the family, the Trybe of Judah family, please smash that subscribe button. Also like and go back and look at our previous videos, like them, share them, and comment and give your own opinions of them. Okay, yeah. Anyways, guys, so let's get right into so how did I get suspended? It was 100 level. By the way, I attended the faith-based first, in the words of my alma mater, a first-class faith-based institution of higher learning. I'm not sure, I don't want to call the name of the school, but anybody that knows me, you know where I went to. Well, I went to a faith-based institution, which means it was owned by a Christian organization. They have very strict rules about how you dress, the length of your hair, you know, exam, general conduct of students. They had strict rules that were guiding that, and if you went outside of these rules or you flaunted any of these rules, there were punishments that were attached to it. Some people got off easy, some did not. Like me, we didn't get off easy, but one of the highest punishments that students could receive was either a semester suspension, a year suspension, indefinite suspension, or expulsion, depending on I can't say crime, but depending on what you did. So depending on what you did, you were going to get punished for your situation. So they had really strict rules, and one of their strictest rules was on exam conduct. Students had to conduct themselves in a very serious way during exams. So it means no turning, no looking into another person's paper, no helping. If you don't know the answers or you didn't prepare well for the exam, come back next year and retake the exam or redo the class. So there was no form of exam malpractice or misconduct, and that was when it happened to me. It was my second semester, my first year, let me not say freshman, but my first year in university, and it was me and my friends. We just wanted to make sure that we all passed this course together. It wasn't really a difficult course, but the lecturer himself was a very difficult person, and we just wanted to make sure we passed. So we were helping each other. If you don't know the answer, you someone and you give the other person. And we got caught on CCTV camera. We got caught on CCTV camera. And in my school, if you get caught during examination, you're going to fill an incidents form. So your incidents form is basically you explaining what you did. And and we did fill the incidents form. I don't even think we finished the exam. We filled the incidents form, and after then we kept going back there to beg them and kept begging that, oh, please, they shouldn't like take it up and everything. Well, that was in April. We write our exams, last second semester exams in April. Then we go for this long break till August, when we resume, and September school starts. So throughout the whole period, I was just praying, and I'm like, God, please let them not take it up. And I went home for summer break, and during the summer I got a call that my name came out in the student panel of examination misconduct. I think that's what it's called, but the short form is SPEM. The short form is SPEM, SPEAM. I can never forget that. So I was in Port Harcourt, so I had to travel to Lagos, then get to school. My school is in Ogun State. So I had to get to school, and it was a very, very tough thing. When I broke the news to my parents, they were devastated. They were very, very devastated. They were disappointed. I was also disappointed in myself because I had a choice. I could have said no, I was not going to do this, or done what I did. I don't correct English, but I did it anyways. Not like I did something bad. It's just answer Abby. I beg. So yeah, I had to go back to school for the panel. So the panel is basically where you come to explain yourself. They already know what you have done. They just want to hear your own side of the story before they judge you and before they give you verdict. So in the panel, we have like this very fearful lady. I cannot mention names because, oh my god, this lady, anybody that went to my uni, jeez, when you hear this lady's name, like, just screw, disappear, run away, because she was like, man, she was like so scary and stuff. So like this lady, she's like the head of the panel. Then there's a psychologist for some dumb reason, I don't know why. Like, why are you having a psychologist? It's not like the person is lying or anything. Then they're like, this panel of judges and accusers, bunch of accusers that are there, to, they don't even let you finish sometimes. It's just like people throwing you off balance. It's just a very depressing, psychologically breaking situation. It's very terrible. It does things to your mind that you really don't want to, like, experience. So during the panel, they even make you wear like a graduation attire with the cap and the gown for some odd reason. I don't know. Very depressing stuff. So I went for the panel. My friends and I went to the panel. For the panel, I'll be to the panel. We shall attend the panel, because not attending the panel is also an offense on it. So we went for the panel, and we didn't go in together. We went in separately. And they always do this to people in a group, so that because you hear different stories. I don't know, but we stuck to one story that we're helping each other out. I don't know what my friend said, but I told them, like, this is what happened. My panel didn't really take up to 5 minutes because I wasn't there to waste anybody's time. I wasn't there to argue that, oh, I didn't do it. I was just like, this is what I did, and please just have mercy on me and all of that stuff. So the result of the panel didn't come out until my second year, sophomore year, year 2. I've said it in like 3 different ways. My year 2, first semester. By then I was already getting very acquainted to school, because first year was just like a blur, like you're seriously trying to still get acquainted with school. So by then I was already settling in, and when I was settling in, that's when the results came out. And the result of the panel, they had suspended me for 1 whole year, January 1st 2016 to 2015 to December 31st 2015. I was to resume school January 2016. How depressing is that? Like, that was serious jail time. Like, jail time. It was as if I went, like, they sentenced me to jail. That's how I felt. And it was really, really terrible. First of all, in my first year, There are two campuses of my school. In my first year, I was on the what we call the main campus, and the main campus has like all the departments and all the, it's like the happening place where things go down. And there's the mini campus. The mini campus is only for a particular group of students, law students. And I wasn't a law student, but my department was under law and security. So by my second year, I'd moved to the second campus, and I was already getting really settled in and acquainted with the whole school. I was getting to know people and all of that, and that was just cut short and taken away from me because of the suspension. So yeah, that's how I got suspended. Now moving on to 2015, one of the most depressing years of my life. 2015 was, oh my god, it was something else. I was depressed, very depressed. I thought of cutting myself a few times, but when I look at this I'm like, fam, don't try it, don't you dare cut yourself. But I did think of it a few times. I was very depressed. I couldn't stay at home because my parents didn't want people asking me why I wasn't in school. So they sent me to live with my mom's sisters. So at first I was with my mom's sister in Lagos. I was living with her, and throughout that period, she was wonderful. I love you, mommy. I seriously love you. If you ever see this video, just know that I love you so much. She was wonderful. In fact, she went out of her way for me. She got me a job, so I was working as an intern in a law firm. And although with all of that going on, it still didn't feel right. I was out of school. I had no friends around me. I had it was just me and my mom. There was no one my age. In fact, I withdrew socially from people. The only thing I had going on was my phone. Like, friendship was on my phone. I withdrew socially from people. I could be in the house for like 2 weeks and you know I was there. Like, I came out one day and the neighbor was like, "You have been in the house." I'm like, "Yeah, I've just locked myself up." I buried myself in books, started reading Dan Brown, but it wasn't fulfilling at all. It was just a blur. Then by summer of that year, that's June, I went back to Port Harcourt as if nothing happened, and everybody kept asking me, "High school?" I'm like, "School is fine." But that was a lie. I wasn't going to school. I was in some kind of sentence prison. I wasn't going to school, and it was really depressing. I just had to put up a brave face. So summer went quickly. It just went away quickly, and by September, when are you going back to school? Soon, yeah. When are you going back to school? When are you going back to school? Like, mind your business. Well, I couldn't say that. So by September, my mom said, "Okay, do you know what? Why don't you go and live with my sister in Abuja?" And I went to stay with her sister in Abuja. Another amazing person, Auntie Vicky. If you ever see this, I love you so much. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, you were really amazing. And she sent me to live with her sister in Abuja, and there I learned how to decorate. I went for an event management class, and I learned how to decorate, and it was really, really nice. And January, except it went like a blur. In fact, I was really happy in Abuja because I had some kind of community there. Community in the sense that there were a lot of people my age around there, so I really made friends, especially in church. I was really active in church, so it wasn't like a count, unlike Lagos. It wasn't a countdown to like January. So I was really, really happy in Abuja. Abuja was a breath of fresh air. Thank God that I made that decision to move out to Abuja for those 4 months. And January came. This is going to be a long video, so yes, I hope you are popping the popcorn and you are opening your drink. Just sit down and relax, because it's gonna be long. So January came and I had to go back to school. In fact, the most depressing thing that I had to go through going back to school was trying to fit in again. In fact, it felt like the school I had known was not even the school that I came back to. Everything had changed. At first, I was taken out of this school, when I was just settling in. So coming back and everything is just different. As petty and as fickle as this sounds, the price of food was not the same. So I was always caught like haggling prices with food vendors. I'm like, and they look at me like, have you been in this school? Where are you coming from? Are you a newbie? Are you a JJC? Are you a fresher? And it was all because I've been away for a whole year. Everything was different. In fact, coming back to school was a whole struggle. I struggled to get accommodation. I struggled to attend classes. Classes were very depressing because I was trying to get my name on the new class list. Everybody's looking at you in class and they're like, who are you? We didn't see you last semester. We didn't see you 100 level. Like, how come you're now our classmate? And you have to start explaining that, oh, you were suspended, but now you are back in school. It was just totally depressing. It was really depressing. I only had one person, and that was my best friend. I love you, okay. Everything was just it was a struggle, and that year I had the worst results ever. In fact, there was a course that I had totally failed. My result was a mess. I came out with a 2.8 GPA that year. The worst results. That's like my worst result ever. It was bad. Like it was terrible. And after that year, I didn't really care much about God. I always wanted to do right. Like just do the right things and you'll be on God's good book, yeah. That was how I felt. But God had a plan for me. I later realized that. I didn't know that at first, but he did have a plan for me. So fast forward to 2016 September, new class, third year, junior year 3. I'd moved back to the law campus again because all third year students had to be on the law campus. That was another level of depression and annoyance because these were people that had not seen me in 1 year and 6 months, and they're like, where have you been? Like, you just disappeared. One day you were in school, the next minute you were not in school, and now you're back again. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got suspended. And now the same people I started school with, they were in their final year, and I was a third year junior year 3 student. How depressing is that? It was really, really sad. Like, one of the things I used to overcome that was I kept brushing it off like, oh, it has happened, now I'm back in school, I'm just here to like focus on my education, get my degree and get out of school. But it was really sad seeing those that you were started with, go ahead of you. They are moving towards getting their degree final year, and you are in a lower class. You're more like their junior, and you guys know how this seniority thing plays out in Nigeria now. You know how it is. Really, really sad. So that year, things turned around for good. I began to, there's this roommate that I had, and she had this thing for God. I had something for God too. I like God. I'm a good girl. I'm not a bad girl, but something about her relationship with God was just different. It was like God was her friend or something. I'm like, me say I'm God's friend. All of us were friends of God, Abby. We're all friends of God. Yeah, but she just had something that was deeper than what I had. I didn't know at that point that I was angry with God. I didn't know because I felt that okay, I'd taken responsibility for my actions and I was going to move on in life. But I didn't know that I was still harboring some kind of anger towards God, because throughout that period where I was in school for that panel and throughout the waiting period for the sentencing, I kept praying that, oh God, please don't let this happen to me. My parents will be so devastated. My school fees is not more. Like this is not bragging or anything. my semester school fees can pay somebody's whole year school fees in Nigeria, and there'll be change for just a semester. Like, I went to a very expensive school, like one of the most expensive schools in Nigeria, and wasting all that money. I really felt for my parents, and I just wanted to graduate with people that I came into school with. Hey. So she had this deep relationship with God that was, very intimate. And there was one day that she had gone for a prayer meeting, and she came back, and I'm like, do you know what, this God that you know this God that you know so much, going to introduce me to him. And that was my first encounter with God. It was amazing. Like, God literally spoke to me. I could hear his voice. He told me some things I'm not going to tell y'all, but that was the beginning of a transformation. The moment God stepped into my life, everything, like when I mean everything transformed for good. My previous semester result was mind blowing. From a 2.8 GPA the last semester, I went to a 4.1 GPA. Like, how do you explain that? Like, I met the most amazing people. I met people that, on this life journey, I can call them my life partners. I'm not dating any of them, but they are my life partners. They are people that I can journey this life with. They are people that, when the Bible says iron sharpeneth iron, they are my iron, I'm their iron. I realized at the end of the day, I'm going to end this video here because I don't want to talk so much. I hope the story was interesting. I realized at the end of this that the purpose of my suspension was not that God was angry with me, or that God just wanted to punish me or something. I realized that he wanted to align me with my purpose. God will do whatever it takes to get you on track with your purpose. That is how much he loves you. That is how much he wants you to fulfill what he has called you to do. He knows that there are too many things at stake with you that if you lose, a whole generation loses. That is how important you are to him. That is how important you are to God. Like, some of us that work this earth, people's destinies are tied, they are literally stringed to ours. So if we mess up, their lives are going to be a mess. So we can't afford to mess up. Like, we can't afford to lose it. And probably God saw that my life was going at like this really high speed, and he needed to slow me down. God will do whatever it takes to get your attention. If it takes tragedy, if it's going to take you losing someone, if it's going to take you losing a job, if it's going to take you losing everything. But this is where most of us miss it. When those silly things begin to happen to us, we don't see it as, probably God is trying to get my attention. We see it as, God is punishing me. And that's when we lose relationship with God. But rather than going back to God and telling him, what's up? Like, what do you want from me? Okay, fine, you took this woman away from me, you took this man away from me, you've taken this away from me, now what do you want from me? And he begins to unveil and reveal purpose in that situation. But most of us, what we do is that we just walk away from him like, okay, I'm done with you, God. Like, bam, God, I am done. Like, don't you understand? Done. Like, I'm done with you. You're not good enough for me. You're not a good God. How can you do this to me? I served you. I did this for you. I did that for you. Like, and you're just going to treat me like this. You treat God like some trifling boyfriend, and you're just like, God, I'm going to break up with you. Rather than run to him and ask him, what's up? Okay, fine, you got my attention. What do you want from me? Like, well, what is it that you want from me? Okay, fine. Yeah, this is it. So I'm glad I had that moment in my life to go back to him and say, yo, what's up? What do you want from me? Like, okay, fine, you made me go back, you stopped my life for a whole year. And I'm glad that he revealed the purpose to me. I now understand that God just wanted to align me with people that I could do life with. He gave me relationships for life. That was the benefit of the benefit of the whole thing. Relationships for life, people that I could do life with, people that would help me fulfill my purpose. In this life, we all need people. I was a lone ranger. I'm still trying to get out of that. I'm a lone ranger. I just do things alone. I don't see the need for people, because I have this mentality that, nobody can help you like you can help you. But God was showing me in that instant that for you to fulfill purpose, for you to fulfill destiny, you need people. You need a team. And I'm going to recruit that team for you, but you just have to wait. You just have to step back and let me handle this. You just have to stop taking control of your life and let me handle this. Prior to that suspension, I had my life figured out, planned out. I knew what I was going to do with my life. But immediately that situation happened, my life took a drastic turn. In fact, I felt I lost control, and I'm a control freak. I lost control of my life, and God began to redirect me, realign me, He gave me a purpose. He puts burdens in my heart that prior to those years I never thought of it as anything. I just thought of it as whatever, maybe just some talents that I have. But He was telling me that there are people's lives that are at stake, that if you don't align yourself to me, they're going to lose and you're going to lose. So I don't know how this video has blessed you in any way, or how this story has affected you in any way, but I want you to know that God has a purpose for your life. That tragedy, that thing that has happened to you, that it feels like God is coming for you, like He's really attacking you, it's all for your good. Probably God wants to align you with His purpose. Probably He wants to give you people that would help you in life. Probably He wants to just turn your life for the better. So if you're in that situation where you feel like you're being attacked by God, where there's so much tragedy, where things are not working out as He planned it, why don't you go back to Him and ask Him, what's up? What do you want from me? What are you trying to make of this? And I bet you that He's going to give you an answer. So if you enjoyed the video, that's it all for today. I hope you enjoyed my story. I'm not much of a storyteller though. If you enjoyed this, please smash that like button, and if you know someone who's desperately in need of this word, please share. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Please subscribe to COJ by Oloej, Trybe of Judah. Join the Tribe fam, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye. I got that. Whoa, am I doing it correctly? Bye bye.